reading for Sunday, March 27th. And today we have a beautiful trine day. Beautiful trine day, and we can have equally a square day. We are either going to be either or. Now we are in dualistic energy. And dualistic energy is in retrograde. So it is very easy for us to either have a trine or a completely squaring off day, depending on which energy we're attaching to at the time. So positive vibration is you have the confidence that what will be will be. If you are attaching to energy, Sagittarian energy in its highest, and if you are removing ego, but you are considering the fact that you are a very confident creature and that you have learned and that you are attaching to wisdom and maturity and discipline, then you are attaching to what will be, will be. If something comes up that doesn't feel good, well then, you know what, I guess that's meant to be. There's a sense of peace in the fact that you have the belief system and the wisdom to look at the big picture. Don't try to push forward based on immediate satisfaction. This energy is about sitting back and enjoying the adventure that the universe has before you. Have utter faith that there is nothing that you can't handle. Stay positive. Sit in the front of the boat. Enjoy the rides if the rapids begin. I envisioned going down like a river when I saw this energy, and just instead of staying in the back and dreading the rapids, sit in the front of the boat and fully look at everything and see, make a plan in this energy and see if I hit this rapid, this is what I'm going to grab onto. But I'm going to be at the front of my boat and enjoy the show because I'm confident that whatever comes my way is very, very fated at this point. When we are in retrograde, there's a sense of wanting to remain in control. Saturn is a planet that rules control, and there's a sense that for some of you falling into the square, the negative vibration, there's the sense that Jupiter is, okay, so Jupiter at this point is squaring off with Saturn. Both these planets are in retrograde. There's the sense that you haven't made progress. There's a routine, there's a ritual that you haven't got under control. And so what ends up happening is that we need to be very, very aware of where we're aligning our energies. For some of us that just want to avoid the past and move forward and not process the past, this is the energy that makes you accountable for that. For some of us that want to learn the lessons and want to really never repeat a karmic ritual, we're in reassessment mode. Even if we're in a square, we're in an assessment mode. We're looking about, like, what did that take from me? How did that hurt me? What kind of mental instability did that cause? How can I reassess that pattern? And how do I create a ritual that enforces positive growth and positive experiences from that negative time period in my life? We need to slow down sometimes. Moving forward at warp speed is very, very, very immature. Maturity comes from the wisdom of reflection. You ever look at very, very wise people? They're very slow moving. They think things through. They're very introspective. They are not foolhardy. They don't risk everything at all costs and throw all caution to the wind and then continue to move forward in the same exact rituals. That they say that insanity is the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting to get a different result. Key is, guys, to not do the same thing over and over again. Sorry, I have to turn on a light because the light, it's now a downpour. Hold on. So I feel like some of you refuse to be humble enough to see that there is a time and a place to push forward. I believe that some of you are going to try to push forward and not heed my warnings, not heed the warnings of the universe, not have the respect enough to reflect on what you've been through, the toll it took, the price you paid for many of the decisions you made in your past. It's time to reflect and to make sure that we never repeat the same thing ever again, because we're done with karmic cycles. So there's a sense that we need to acknowledge our part. Look, you don't go through life and, okay, bad things happen to good people, but there's a point that you need to reflect upon and say, well, what? Okay, so even if you were just walking home from going to a party, and you went to a party and something bad happened after when you were walking home, well, you're never going to walk home ever again, or you're never going to go to a party that late, or you're never going to go to that part of town, or you're never going to go to that neighborhood again. Like, your brain just reflects and says, what do I never need? What is it that I should never do ever again that would cause me to go through that? If we never do that, we are destined to repeat that mistake over and over again. That's karma until we get it right. And so that is when planets go into retrograde. There's a sense of reality versus the illusions and delusions that we create. What do you align with? What do you value? What shouldn't you value? It's time to reassess. So your judgment is going to be in question in here. And it's difficult. I'm not going to lie. It's difficult to see that there's what's going on with us. We played some part in. That's never good. It is a time to reflect and take a look at the past and learn from the past. It's a very crucial time. This point in our lives is so beautiful. When all the planets start dropping into retrograde, we're going to have Mars in retrograde. We're going to have Pluto in retrograde. This is a time for reflection, slowing down, really, really allowing yourselves to become personally empowered and to never repeat karmic cycles. Saturn's in a mood, and for those that refuse to sit in the classroom, for those that skip class and say, I want to go play at this party, this Sagittarius kind of mindset where I want to go have this kind of good time over here. I don't want to be accountable. I don't want to face anything. I just want to go forward. You are going to get a badass day, man. This is going to be a day of not feeling good. Reality meeting illusion. It is a state of, it's just going to be an obstacle. It's going to be a day where there's just a halt and you need to pay attention to something. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again next week.